These countries that we saw earlier span the continents. They are from Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, etc. So they are across the globe, and they have different education systems. All these countries don't follow the same education system. They have different education systems. Private, public, profit, not-for-profit, final exam, semester, annual, they're all different. Yet, they provide for the three things: the provision of education, the funding for education, and the accountability for education. So the kind of system you have, or the kind of education you provide, should have nothing to do with provision, funding, and accountability. Whatever your country does, you should be able to provide for all three of these requirements. You need to have schools and facilities, you need to have funding, and you need to have accountability built in. There are many experiences across different countries at different stages in the process of privatization. Again, in different countries, privatization happens in different manners. Yes, we've seen three ways in which privatizations can happen. They don't have to happen in just one of the three ways in a given country. Different areas of the country can have different ways in which privatization happens. So you have to be open. The field needs to be open so that if somebody wants to start, fund, only monitor and manage private institutions, those opportunities are there for those individuals. Policymakers must decide which of these reforms is appropriate and which would have the greatest impact in raising the quality of educational services, allocating resources fairly, and meeting the needs of society. So three things policymakers need to focus on. Whichever way in which privatization happens, but are we providing quality education? Are resources allocated fairly? Not this person I know and this institution needs it, so more funds there, less resources here. Fairly. It's not necessary that it is equitable. It needs to be with equity. What one needs is what one should get. So how do institutions provide what I need? How do institutions show policymakers what their need is? And then meeting the needs of society. If we are educating young people, our societal needs should be met. If we are churning out educated individuals and our society needs are not met, then we are probably not doing quality education.